to replay this video game. It just got an update specifically for New Game Plus, and I am very excited to use it. Now, granted, they didn't actually have New Game Plus before on this. As you have noticed from everything, this game deals a lot with, has a very specific feeling around it. I just say it's Spanish Catholic because I don't really have any other way to describe it. But let me up my volume here just a little bit. Torment mode, essentially the true torment after beating the game at this point. You'll keep your favorite items and prayers, and you will need to master them to advance through the harder rhythms of penitence system. Choose one between three penitences, and face even greater challenges that change the way Blasphemous works. I feel like that's a typo. One between three only available during the True Torment playthrough. Stirred on a completely new quest that started very deep in the innards of the Holy Line, only available to the True Torment playthrough. Map system. The map has been completely redesigned and reworked. Custom markers can now be placed anywhere on the map. The map now features pixel perfect zoom. Percentage of area discovery is now visible in the corner. New items, new rosary beads have been added. A new sword hunt has been added. A new prayer has been added. Several new quest items have been added. NPC changes. A new NPC close to Alberto, the deserted cistern. The NPC Soledad has been reworked and features fully voiced new dialogues. The NPC Jamino has been reworked, now features new sprites. His quest line has been slightly tweaked. New dialogue lines have been added to several NPCs and bosses. Full Spanish voiceover has been added to the game. Voice and language can be changed in the options menu. Some of the existing dialogue can be have been recorded again with a new cast. Mysterious alms box can be found in Church Road. Okay, we'll just let some of this rock here. Where is my so let's go to options. To sound, no, game, audio language, Spanish. Okay, upline. I am in a deep new part. And then we're just gonna click ascend here. Elevate your save game to True Torment mode, starting your journey from the beginning, but keeping a hold of your equipment and the upgrades you unlock along the way. In this mode, the Penitent One's pilgrimage is considerably more dangerous, and access to the altar of penitence is unlocked. Studia hides secrets that will only be rewarded for those who walk this path. Ascent is permanent. There is no going back. This game's beautiful. I love it. Even that loading sprite looks great. Hard to find out. It's not the sun rising, but our seas.
Porque es mi culpa, os reclamo, milagro doloroso. Haced que mi pecho se duela de arrepentimiento. Forjad vuestro castigo y clavadlo profundo. Dad forma, una vez más, a mi culpa.
Y así, la culpa, el arrepentimiento, el duelo y los demás dolores del alma se manifestaron de forma visible y tangible en todas partes y en todos nosotros. A veces en forma de bendición y gracia, y otras en forma de castigo y corrupción. Aquella voluntad divina, por igual piadosa y cruel, que no pudimos desentrañar ni podremos jamás, fue llamada el milagro.
So fucking good. It's all great. I love this game. The fucking pile of dudes with the same fucking helmet is so great. Here I am, just laying in the pile. So and then we're just off. So these jump. I'm playing on Switch, so B is jump, bottom's jump, left button is attack, and A and X don't do anything right now. R1's parry, and L button is R button's parry. L button is gonna be your heal button. And yeah, don't remember how. Oh yeah, I've got a slide too. It's right trigger. But I've still got my stuff here, so I can still do my slide here like that. Hell yeah. And that's just like, yeah, that's your save point. Inventory. Petrified Bell, a strange flower sprouting from the very rock itself, in payment for an incomplete penance. Its stem bends when no one looks at it, pointing towards the forest of the Holy Line. The stone petals are signs and sorrowful. Oh, right, it's got two. Right, everything's got two. What guilt are you feeling? I'm feeling that Spanish guilt, that Catholic guilt. You know, the good stuff. Way down from normal, got 2006 audio quality. Oh, hold on. Give me a second here. Let's figure that out. I tested and it was fine, so that's not good, right? That's probably bad. How's that? Is that better? I have to talk? Am I not speaking right now? Heard. Alright. Meh. Same? What does it sound like? Does it sound like a popping? Or what's going on here? I'm also slightly closer to my mic than usual. Let me see what me backing up a little bit does anything. One second. Time to do something. Test. Okay. We're having this. Yeah, it's probably the Twitch. It's probably on Twitch's end. All of my settings look to be the same here. I can go into my deep audio settings and see where that'll make a change or anything. Let's see here. Input device. Yeah. Okay. Let's change. Let's change this. See where this is going on. I've also been having this issue of I got an update and then everything changed and it won't stay the way I want it to, and I don't exactly know how to fix it. Okay. Spoopy game. Indeed. I'm currently trying to fix my strange audio. Alright. How's that? Is that better? Yeah, but I just changed some stuff. As you may know, Jesus, okay, cool. Twitch changed my audio settings. But when I recorded it, everything sounded fine. Perfect. Alright, back to reading. Cool. A strange flower, sprouting from the very rock itself, it paid for an incomplete penance. Its stem bends when no one looks at it, pointing towards the forest of the holy line. The stone petals are the sign of sorrowful miracle, warnings that something sleeping must wake. Why have you chosen me? Why do I feel you in my flesh, in my skin, in my blood? Punishment? Say at least one word so I can understand why you keep me prisoner between sleep and wakefulness. May my body break for you, my arms be bound for you, my eyes awaken when you call me by name. Confine me to the stone room and let the stone itself be the key that sets me free. Oh, you still get to keep all this stuff. So, the main thing with this video game is that it's one of those things where it's like, ah, yes, God's grace. But God's grace is terrible and we all know it. But it's like, with God's grace, though. Amen. Equip this. That, and let's quit this. And let's do that one.
And this is New Game Plus, which is the harder version. Alright, I gotta choose a penitence. I'm gonna go no penitence for right now. Since I'm baby. And also, I hear this game is quite a bit harder now on New Game Plus. Yeah, like Darkest Dungeon. We're all grimy. Oof. Time to heal from that. Oop. Oh, nothing like dying to the first boss. Probably try a little bit harder. Probably should try a little bit, just a little bit. Does it feel bad? Not really. This is exactly why I don't claim I'm good at video games I stream, because nobody's feelings can be hurt when I suck if I don't claim that. Yikes. Downtime is just as bad. Bruh, he bonked me. Yes, Jesus. Good at video games. We all know Jesus is the best at video games of the RNG crew. That's why he's got such a lag. That's why he's got so many he has to play still. I'm supposed to jump. I'm not supposed to do that. That's way easier. What am I doing? What am I doing? You're dead. Doesn't help if you don't press the button. Yo, Bailey, Demon Souls looks like it's gonna be pretty fun, honestly. I've never played Demon Souls, so I don't know anything about it, but it looks pretty good. Looks like it's a good time. Do I keep my spells? No, I don't. Unless. Unless. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I don't like my spells. Alright then. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know enough about the, I don't know enough about the game to say whether it's gonna be good or not, whether it like is too light or not. I did hear some talk about the dude's shoulder pads, about Tower Knight shoulder pads. Myself away from there. Yeah, so this is gonna be significantly harder than it was originally. One, it looks like they changed the boss so you can't slide behind him as easily without taking damage, which is cool. But if I'm having trouble with this dude, I'm gonna have a lot of trouble with the rest of the game. Yikes. No hit run right now. Nah, G. Oh no, I was saying, Bailey, that was part of the concern, was that people were looking at some of the character remodels and said that they don't look quite as menacing, I guess. Facing the wrong direction there. Ooh, boy. Yeah, that's what I heard. That's what I was getting from people who think it's too clean. Requiem Aeternum. Thanks. Thanks for that. Duncan. I really appreciate it. Yeah, so that's gross, but now get the Rona. Now you get the Rona. Heard. Gotta get that 100% disease run. What's this? You need a key to the chamber of the eldest brother to open this door. I don't have a key to the chamber of the eldest brother.
Pesaroso corazón sea penitente. El tormento del hermano mayor ha terminado.
Also, I'm playing the Spanish dub because it fits.
Soy Deo Gracias, testigo y relator de los hechos del milagro doloroso. Esa es mi penitencia, como la vuestra es el silencio.
Not very, Bailey, to be honest.
La cuna de la aflicción es lo que perseguís. Esta se encuentra en la madre de madres de las iglesias.
Father
Es
bondage.
un lugar remoto, separado del resto de estas tierras por una gran puerta sagrada y prohibida.
He's even roped onto being his knees. Yeah, I've got the whole cycle thing down.
Incluso un penitente de sapiencia como yo desconoce lo que hay tras esos altos muros. Pero sí tengo en conocimiento que, según reza la regla, deberéis realizar las 3 humillaciones para ganar el acceso a lo que guardan.
Oh, heard. How deep? Like the deepest part of the shittiness, or
Una
like?
de ellas ha
Like
de
it doesn't get any
hacerse
shittier
en
than
las
that?
altas montañas, cubiertas bajo gruesos mantos de nieve y hielo.
Oh, that's great.
Otra en lo más profundo de una oscura iglesia sepultada, donde reposa el durmiente. Y la última, al final de la senda que dejan los lamentos por una espiral de hierro, en las entrañas de la campana que crece hacia abajo, de nombre Hondo. Tomad esta espina y colocadla en el pomo de vuestra espada. Si, llegado el momento, al apretar el arma fuertemente, notáis que os hiere, os sangra, habiendo crecido, brotando más espinas de ella, retorciéndose por la figura del Padre, esculpida en el pomo.
You know what's it like living in the Souls universe? That must be pretty terrible. What do people live like in the time period of Demon Souls?
Significará que estáis a
That sounds
merced
pretty
del
awful.
milagro doloroso, ya sea de su castigo o de su perdón.
I mean, like, just if, like, a regular person. Small gift from Deogracias. Nailed into the effigy of the twisted under the guard of your sword. The thorn arisen from the miracle feed on sin and guilt, growing with the burden that its bearer carries. Dios gracias, farewell. Brother Abbot, you know that I have been a scribe in this abbey since I was but a wee child. I have written about our church, our saints, and our miracle of the great pain. I must inform you that I have made the decision to leave, although I intend to continue writing. In these walls I cannot be a true witness of the works of the miracle. I need to appreciate with my own eyes your holy works. I will be a teller of the miracle wherever it takes me, rain or shine, or scorching sand under my bare feet. Cool. Well, so thousands of years is pretty good, but if you're a person and the rest of the time you're just fucked, that's it for you. You just die at that, like, at the end. Hey, look, a guy. Ah, hell yeah. I know what I'm doing. New empires is kindled slightly different, but always following the same pattern. Okay, dope. This is new. This is new. I do like a good pattern. Whoa. Well, okay then.
La luz. La luz que traes ciega mis ojos. Soy llamado a Gibrael, cautivo de los designios del milagro antiguo, desde que mis brazos crecieron, desde el primer crujido de mi cuello torcido.
Dios míos. Mi hoyos. Mi hoyos.
El milagro me nombró mensajero de la saeta. Sí, la saeta es la música, es la melodía genuina, pura y muy, muy antigua. Ella
like this guy's
es capaz
voice.
de hacer que las raíces del milagro desentierren lo que está profundo, lo que ha sido ya olvidado, donde duerme lo verdaderamente prohibido, lo que os está esperando. Pero nos encontramos en un mero aposento abandonado. Tras nuestro encuentro, el milagro me llevará donde la saeta podrá resonar en toda su gracia. Las amanecidas del milagro os están esperando. Hasta entonces, penitente.
Those are the new bosses. Can I free you?
Las amanecidas del milagro.
Yeah. So those are the new bosses, which I really don't know anything about. Your footsteps above me, beyond the roots. I hear irregular, raspy breathing from behind the rock. I hear the worms nearby slithering towards me. Quicksilver, what's that? A sphere of liquid silver touched by the miracle, brought to Custodia by alchemists from distant lands. Back when the roads were still open and the wagons left furrows in the mud, in the right hands, its latent healing powers would be revived. But alas, the art of alchemy was lost many eons ago. I would. And you know what? I'ma do it again. I'll try and stab him again. I wasn't really trying to stab him. I was more just trying to cut his his arms free from the bramble thing that he was tied with. Being hunched over like that can't be very pleasant. It emerges from the pores of the earth, from between the flagstones. It is the silver of the ornaments, desperate to flee, to escape from them and turn from their sanctity. It detaches itself, it slips away, leaving the figures naked of its embrace, leaving the works of art orphans of brightness. It leaks through the hides under our feet, only to then sprout again free of impurity. It is your choice, my son, to pick them up or to leave them, but beware of the purpose you put them to. Cutie in chat. Hello. Hello, Ponch himself. Nice to have you on. Oh, I should probably talk to this dude. I like that he was kneeling for so long over there that his skin has rubbed off of his knees.
No es posible. Lo que carga con cientos de años de olvido ha vuelto.
This is also new.
Ha vuelto.
Yeah, you see that's him adjust there? Dead horse. I do like the rope crop top. Yes, you can't jump very high. Or like really do anything while in mud. Tears of Atonement. Where is Tears of Atonement? Oh right. Yeah, so Tears of Atonement are what I used for stuff. Yeah. That's just your currency. Oh shit. I mean, I always save a horse for later. I am a big growing boy after all. Ah, yes. This is my favorite weird thing. Clavicle of Dalhuisin, the school child. They searched for him for days until they found Mark's remains in the woods. Since then, rumors tell of demons riding on the backs of flying goats coming from far away lands. So that's just somebody's like clavicle. You know how it's like you keep a piece of like a saint on you, like a literal piece of the saint. It's like that. Exactly like that, in fact. Yeah, like, wait a minute. I have a thing for this. Hold on. I got a thing. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that was not what I wanted. That's also new. Is that not a rosary rope? Rope not made from the threads of habits of monks deceased in ancient times. And Glacia was her name. Her rosaries were the prettiest of all Custodia. The most prestigious priests and bishops frequented her workshop, and even our very holiness and Escribar commissioned her. Wait, Escribar. Does his name write like guy who writes things? Is that his name? Mastery that a rosary crafted by old Ingracia was unparalleled in beauty, delicacy, and perfection. Word spread that a rosary that was not made by her would not receive divine blessing, and prayers would not be heard. And besides, that would be a sin. This caused all the others to become banned by the Holy Mother Church, and those so-called false rosaries were sought and burned. Someone who kept a deceitful rosary would be severely punished, sometimes even accused of heresy. Then we all begin to wonder what would become of the rosaries when Gracia was no longer with us. Clavicles connected to the child murder. I am man. No, isn't escribar right, not fight? Or to write? I could have done a cool guy thing there. Oh, it's a baby. Oh, it's a baby. I'm gonna get that baby. Ah, okay. Well, I'm glad you're here, Bailey. So one of us doesn't look like a fool. Oh. Oh, we got that stuff, so it won't be taking as much damage this time. Babe. Exactly. Babe. That game's great. Jump over these guys now. Does P4 have a baby too? I thought it was just I thought it was just P3. I don't remember the music from P4 that well, to be honest. Oof. Just didn't even press the button that time. Yeah, P3. That's what I was mentioning. To do a lot more damage now. I'm kind of about it because I think the last the original game was a bit too easy for my taste. As you can see, I'm used to having my charm that makes makes doing parries way easier. Charm with which to seduce the locals. My guy's wearing a metal cone head. I don't think he's seducing any locals today, unless that's their thing. Yeah, I suppose I would be surprised how many people that would be into that, I guess. guess I'm just being dumb. Taller the dome, the bigger the bone. I can't argue with that logic. I'd love to argue with it, but I can't. It's too correct. Everybody knows that people who have really, really long heads, big dick. It's just a fact. If you get right down to it. Noses, feet, hands, and dome heads. What are you looking for in a man? A really, really big forehead. Just massive. You know what? They were expecting me to use that because this is New Game Plus. That's why they put those enemies there. Nice. Nice. Dinner plate forehead. They know what they want. They know what they want.
No hay respuesta a nuestra súplica. El milagro nos ha abandonado y mi trono ornamentado da la espalda a los que aquí esperan.
I love the cutscenes in this. I really miss those like full pixel art cutscenes. I really missed those. Can I use this yet? I don't think I can. No. Legs so hot you can fry an egg. That's fair.
Compungido corazón sea, penitente. Bienvenido a la villa de Albero, refugio de esta humilde cofradía, clamada de los besadores de llaga.
The kisser of wounds.
Pocos quedan aquí con fuerzas para usarlo. Mas somos pocos los que ya quedamos en el cuidado de los enfermos y dolientes. Con piadosos ósculos bendecimos las heridas del que pida nuestro amparo, y así a merced del milagro quedamos los unos y los otros. El tiempo ahí fuera transcurre extraño en atardeceres que no nos es menester contemplar. Pero si vuestra penitencia os lleva bajo dichos cielos, tened la caridad de traernos algunos ingredientes para nuestros ungüentos.
Let me smooch
La
them
voluntad
using
en el
flesh
milagro os mostrará cuáles son. El tiempo ahí fuera pero si vuestro
Give those flesh wounds just a big old kiss. Big old kiss. Yes, there's a bunch of these. Feared by his countrymen, Persian attacked, roots without distinction between rich and poor, and always alone. The day he dragged himself to a barrow on the brink of death, no one took pity on him. Well, I guess you get what you fucking deserve. This is where we keep the hearts of dead people. There's all these parts of dead people that we're gonna need on our quest. Well, not really. We actually don't need them at all. We're not gonna even be getting all of them. Ah, yes. This is new, I think. Or did I just not get this? Maybe I just never got it before I reached the end. Reaches mastering the technique of casting blessed blood. After launching, the projectile causes a sacred explosion at the furthest point from its trajectory, causing additional damage. It consumes fervor. More Tears of Atonement. Can't use that yet. We also can't get that yet.
Habéis llamado al turno de la Orden del Genuino Sepulto. En este lugar reunimos los vestigios de todo aquel que fue separado y olvidado. Y así poder darle santa sepultura, tal como ordena nuestra caritativa regla. Ayudad a esta pobre alma penitente en el silencio. La Orden os bendice.
Cool. What are those? Yeah, I'm not gonna read that. Dead guy says, "Hey, what's up with those floating babies? What's up with that?" Phalanx of Brandon, the Gravedigger. Brandon Joshua Mullins. Doug. Why does he get a full name? These guys didn't get full names. Why does this guy get a full name? Dug graves of hundreds throughout his life, whether friend, family, or foe, but when the chaos arose, there was no one left to return the favor. Damn. They just vibing in that glass case. A really hot glass case. I was just not letting those dudes just sit around because they're, boy howdy, they like throwing rocks. They sure like rocks. What you're seeing down there is a shortcut. One of those, one of them good shortcuts. Love the fountain of blood that spills out. That's fun. We love fountains of blood here. Can I? I wonder. Yeah, I can. That's good. Saved me a lot of time overall. Nope, can't do that one though. No. Let's just get over you here. Ah, yes. gotta re-grab those. I don't want fervor for throwing objects. What's the one that gives me health? Shame I kind of destroyed those already. To be honest, I don't really use my oh right, he's got a shockwave. Yikes. Man hit me with a whole ass deer. A whole ass deer. Also, these guys' rocks go through flooring, so just watch out for that. You are never safe from them. But if you hit them, they stop throwing rocks at you for a second. We don't half-ass deer around these parts. Truer words have never been spoken. Never been spoken. I said, hey, what's going on around here? They said, well, we certainly aren't half-assing deers. We full-ass deers. Oh, fucked up. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Saucy. Yeah, so that's like a child. Fall already. Yeah, there's like a child controlling a Mongolite. So that basically is that's just a little bit of a shortcut there. Nice little shortcut that never goes away. Dead as fuck now, as they should. That's what they get for attacking it, for getting simple-minded people to attack adults for them. That's what I get for talking while playing. Now I'm dead as fuck now. You know what? I actually didn't check out that map screen. How's that map screen looking? Because I know there's a zoom now. Yeah, that's way better. I really like that. Oh, it tells me where my guy is too. That's really useful. They actually did not do that originally, which is nice. This game might have kind of shot itself in the foot because I thought it was really great, and then I'm like, oh yeah, they just didn't put that feature in that every single video game to date has. That's weird. Spikes are insta-kill. You hit a spike, you're dead. That's it. It's just that simple. Here on the Super X Super Show, we appreciate all the depictions of horrific violence. Some, as you may have seen there, here on Supermax, as a known representative of the RNG loot crew, we appreciate two things: titties and violence. Whether executions or lashings, Barrick was always there to proclaim them loudly, but his voice broke down gradually as day by day he had to announce the sentences of his entire family. Well, alright. No sadness here, no sadness to be found here. So the further down you fall, with that, the more damage it does. If you fall down from far enough, you get, that's your normal one. But like, if you fall down from far enough, you get like a whole ass laser with it that hits everything above you, and that's pretty grand. I've had enough of you. Had enough of you. Had enough of your nonsense. Can't be sad when you're dead. It's true. Unless, you know, there's an afterlife, in which case, well, then you're fucked. Ooh. Wow, way to go, me. Way to go, me. All the way back there. Whatever, shouldn't be too big of a deal. Shouldn't be too big of a deal if I just do a little hot skip and a jump there. Best part is I think there's like a save point ridiculously close to here. Also, Bailey, that's why I crave death every day. Fuck off. I don't know whether that's actually faster or not. I'm gonna speedrun it. just a sec, that'd be nice. There you go. I fought you already, I have nothing to prove. Aha, you missed, you stupid bitch. No. Never mind. I probably could have jumped over that one, but I have kind of said I was gonna do it, so I kind of just decided on doing it. Thanks for that. Getting your idol back gives you a little bit of health too. It's just, you know, that's nice. We appreciate it. Oh, heck. Well, closer than it was. Closer than it was. My hube is definitely showing. My hubris was me getting too close to the man. Nemesis was his deer. Wouldn't it have been great if I just like missed that jump and died? Like mid-jump, my fear was, oh god, I'm going to just immediately botch this jump and then die. Wouldn't that be swell? Just perfect. What am I doing? What am I thinking? Don't worry, I have a new plan. It's called getting good. Come on, guys. I have a new plan. It's called sucking dick. I have set my eyes on the prize, and the prize is getting through this room. Yeah. a laser like that. Impenetrable rock wall. Yeah, basically. Should have just jumped over her and taken that guy out first, but that's what you get for not using your big brain think. I had an option. I could be small brained or big brained, and I chose small. I thought that would take care of the shield, but I guess I was wrong. Person just took forever in turning around there. Okay. Cool. Oh, God. Gotta remember I've got an actual dodge that I should use. There we go. Alright, well that opens that up. Go to the one I don't want to go to yet. Oh, yeah.
He aquí la puerta en cuyo bronce se perpetúan los calvarios de los elegidos por el milagro. En ella, el arte de las imágenes para su culto y devoción requieren el auxilio del ornamento. Su esculpida santidad nos observa desde lo alto. Pero es el relieve de bronce lo que dictamina quién es digno de cruzar bajo su adornado arco. Encuentra a los santos rostros y el bronce lo sabrá. Pues caprichosos son los deseos del milagro.
Sounds kind of like you shouldn't be worshipping the fickle. Papa Roperoni sure does know his vistas. But yeah, I can't go through there. So instead, I think we're gonna go down. Frankly, I'm probably just gonna have a hard time with all the bosses now that they're on even the easier ones. Now that we're doing the hard mode here, I'm probably just gonna have a rough time in general. Oof. yeah, this guy.
Hermana mía, como os anuncié, alguien se dirige a la puerta prohibida. Alguien que busca la purga y la excomunión de todo lo sagrado que allí descansa. No poséis vuestras dudas sobre mí. Estoy preparado.
Rival would like to know your location. Let's try this one first. Ah. Yes, these. So, question to chat. Do we want to do the true ending, like Giga Chad's, or do we want to say, maybe this is too hard? And not. We want to do the true ending? Okay, I'm gonna go find a save point then. There's a save point nearby here. There. Real quick. Okay, nothing on that wall there. Gotta make sure. Giga Chad? Heard. Alright. Well, since we're doing the Giga Chad route. This is gonna be pleasant. Surely. Oh, do I not have the, I guess I just don't have the thing. Guess we can't do that yet. Guess we won't be doing that yet. Since I think I need to have an item, special item equipped. No, we're not locking out a good ending yet. I just need to actually remember what it is we need. Yeah! It's like some good old head crushing. That makes things a lot easier. Just being able to block shit makes things a lot easier. Beach to it. left and do that. Shortcuts. Alright, this is just so you can jump over the enemies if you want. Actually, since we're doing this, may as well be safe. Let's be safe and smart. Let's be safe and smart. Okay, I can put these on now. I think I need a special sword core for these, but I don't remember which one I need. Yeah. I'm sure we can probably just do all of it. It'll probably be less painful overall if we just wait till we've got everything fully leveled up and then do it at the end, honestly. Probably be a lot easier. Ah, spook. A specter. Ghosts and goblins. Yikes. Gotta watch them ghosts. They'll get you. Oh, that's not the right button. You ever just, fellas, you ever just press the wrong fucking button? Trap systems. Also, ghosts go through walls and you can't hit them if you hit them too far through the wall. It's really, it can get tired, it can get trying, let's say. It's a trap. Yeah, like that. Luckily, when they're far away, they're pretty easy to avoid the fireballs. What's better is just hitting them out of their animations so they can't do it. Oh shit! I've been trapped. I mean, quality game design as far as, like, yeah, it's hard. Like, I'm fine with it. It's just, like, it's difficult. I like that it makes me, say, no, I can't throw that. I can't throw this hit now, because otherwise it's going to put them into the wall, and then I literally won't be able to hit them. Oh yeah, this guy. He's pretty easy, actually. He's gonna try to stab me. It's just... But, if you get directly under him, you can't. Cervical vertigo. Such a good collectible idea. Zikr the Brewmaster gave ignoble fame to his monastery by brewing the most famous beer in the kingdom. One night, the flames of a fire raised his legend to the heavens. Pope Francis, is that you? Nah. Well, I sure hope not. I guess it depends on how you look at it. How you feel on Pope Francis. Oh. Secrets. Oh, I have this already, I guess. Yeah, I've got that candle wax already. He's gonna try and stab me and succeed. Watch out. He'll stab you. Hit him with the old stabby. Oh, shot.
Cautivos del milagro seamos, penitente. Que no os extrañe encontrar a esta mercader aquí. Este antiguo oficio me requiere en todo lugar donde pueda obtener gratos beneficios. Llamadme Candelaria, pues lo que vendo haría que vuestros ojos se encendieran como las altas. No os pediré moneda alguna. Con esas lágrimas prohibidas que portáis, me sobraría.
Literally just wants your tears.
Adelante, posad vuestros ojos oscurecidos en este valioso género. Mirad lo que os enseño. Aunque es una pequeña pieza, no hay que menospreciar su gran poderío. Fiaros de mí, que tengo sangre de reyes en la palma de la mano.
Key to the chamber of the eldest brother. A forbidden key that was guarded by the eldest brother of the brotherhood, but was eventually lost, thus forever sealing the chamber it opened. Buy for 400? Yeah, I buy that for 400. Now, if you'll recall. Oh, first I gotta go out here. But as you may recall, there is I believe something that we need a key for. I believe right here. So we'll have to go back and grab that. I don't remember whether that's in there or whether that's a new thing. I legitimately don't. Played the game once, so I couldn't tell you. good game design right there. Ooh, Lord, that's some good game design, I tell you what. Damn, boy, that's some good game design, I tell you what. That can't do anything to me from right there, I don't believe. As you can see, it just cheesed the fuck out of him. There's nothing he can do about it. It's not a pixel art game if I'm not cheesing enemies. Especially at low health, where one hit will kill me, and it did. Every time I talk shit, I will die. It's basically just a fact. Thank you. Exactly. Talk shit, get hit is the rule of everything. I could have done something cool there, but... Oh, I can't use my magic right now. I love cheesing shit in video games. It's a lot of fun, personally. I love skill in video games, but I also love just doing cheap shit to the AI. Basically, as it has been previously stated, I love bullying. That's really what I'm just trying to say, is I like bullying. I also like getting bullied. That's a lie. Last part's a lie. That's untrue. Don't listen to that one. Is not good. Getting hit with all the traps, not a good sign. I think these happen more often now, which is good. Because I was like struggling to see some of these. want to do this. Alright, that's one of the ones we can't block. Take that just for the invincibility frames, and then we'll get the here. Just dance around him. I like that it burns up, and then you see his legs under there. He's like kind of tiny. He's like not as big as you think he is, which makes logical sense. But they're just like to show it to you. Okay. Let's get the heck back from these two. May as well. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Well, before we do that, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's why I wanted to do this. Was that this lady right here?
De un lugar de bendiciones se me encomienda velar por vos. Mi nombre es Viridiana. Se me ha concedido un don con el que puedo asistiros con vuestra carga, si os es menester penitente en el silencio. Aquí permaneceré.
You can fight the boss without assistance. Also, nice young lady. Would hate to have something bad happen to her. Yeah, let's go down here. See what's up. I don't even care. Okay, I do remember this part. Good thing we grabbed that save point so we can try that again. Should probably use my magic a little bit more than I do. In fact, switch up that magic. Oof. Gonna need to find. I'm gonna have to take care of those two guys before I take care of the floaty bishop, whatever he is. Personification of what bishops are in real life. That's enough. It's just gonna be rough. This is just gonna be a rough time. I'm not sure the floating bishops were even in this part of the game originally. I don't think they were here. So I think that fight originally was just two of the candelabra guys. That would be really bad. Okay, so what should I do differently? Oh, that's not the right button. Haha. Haha. It's both my pots already. Not pressing the button fast enough for the guard. I need to press the guard button faster. Gives you a lot of fervor. No health, but a lot of fervor. Oof. Why didn't I jump? Why didn't I jump there? That was a dumb move on my part. Or don't. Play the long game until you get itchy. Your finger gets itchy. Probably thinking to yourself, Jacob's just tired. Is that completely random? Oh, that was... I I was facing a different direction. Jesus Christ. Oh, that's an interesting idea. Doing a little short hop there between the fireballs. Okay, off to a good start. I need to stop. I just need to stop speaking. Every time I speak, I get hit. We're doing this. We're fucking doing this. I'm not giving up on this. We're doing this. I just kind of pressed that button on autopilot. Oh, come on. Once I get both of those guys down, it shouldn't be too hard to get the other one. Right? Like, that shouldn't be too hard. Right, guys, the easy part, just, you know, not with the other two around. Two ghosts was not what I wanted. I did not bargain for two ghosts. No bargaining was done for two ghosts. Alright, let's do this. I landed on it. Oh, jeez. What's that doing up there? I smell a bug. Can I? Am I locked out? Okay. Now the easy part. Whew. Empty vial vessel. Vessel made of crystal and gold, capable of holding the hollow bile that emanates from the morning fountains. Get up and tell us what you witnessed, said the scribe without averting his gaze from the paper. I received an order for the exhumation of a penitent who had been buried about a year ago, answered the gravedigger. He was well loved in Albera, and many parishioners approached his grave, but when I dug him up, we saw blood coming from a crack in his sarcophagus, blood red as wine. Those who were there rushed to open the lid of the coffin and carried him on their shoulders, watching as blood gushed out from its side. Others ran to their houses, searching for buckets and bottles to keep all that blood that wouldn't stop flowing out. Cool. We don't have a blood fountain. There's no blood fountain right now. But when we do have a blood fountain, we can add that to it. That'd be dope. That'd be pretty cool. We take those. So there's that. Instead, let's go this way first. Just take a look. So first, we're gonna go this way. And this is the boss, I believe. Yes, this is the boss. Watch out for my big stompy move. To my big stompy moves. You can see the stuff on the ground right before. See where they're going to land. Not bad for a first go. Not bad for a first go. Somebody's bass is really bumping in my neighborhood. Stop standing still. It'll save you so much. It'll save you so much slowly and slowly we get further. I do really like the animation. It's very cool. Probably like, hey, why are you leaving that on the ground there? Well, the reason is so I can continue to see these things like that. Oh, I can only go through him when he's standing straight up. Okay. Makes sense. So yeah, I can't I can only dodge through him when he's like doing that standing double-fisted strike. Out of this corner. Someone give me the fuck out of this. Okay. Yeah. Once you're in the corner, you're fucked. Okay. Ooh. Time to go. Don't do that. You're not gonna have time to recover. And that is the corner of the screen. Okay. So, I really have trouble with this boss before. Maybe they changed some stuff where it's like you can't run through him as much as you used to be able to. The original trick was just to slide through him, I thought. Maybe I can do that with the... No, I can't do it with that. Yeah, okay, but it still follows you. Okay. Well, I'm less trapped than I thought I was. And this shield's not really doing anything, so let's go back to damage. That's probably good. probably be using that. Halfway point. Oh shit, it hits a third time now. Wait, it didn't hit a third time that time. Oh, that is way stronger. Oh, it's not going away. Ooh. Let's remove that, because that's not going to be any use here. Yeah, let's do that. Because I'm not getting anything out of the other one right now. May as well. Switching back immediately, of course. So if he kneels, I jump. I just jump away no matter what, don't I? Yeah. Failed right there. Ooh. Get smacked. Oh, right. Can't do that. Ooh, is this the run? Is this the run? Shit, if I take one more hit. Magic pixel! Magic pixel! Oh, so close. Should have used my ability. Frankly, I should have saved I don't know why I used my ability when I did when I was at full health. I should have saved it. I probably would have won if I did that, right? Right? Makes sense. We're starting to learn the pattern enough. Well enough. My microphone is picking up my neighbors hammering something. Also, what's up with that pop-in on the texture for this thing? Allows me to get a lot older. Oh, I knew he was gonna do it too. Why did I stop him? As long as I can actually... Oh, once again, last pixel. It really is. It's really fucking cool. One thing I did notice is that I learned from the last game, and I'm sure this has been patched, but you can kill bosses at the same time they kill you and you still lose. Which isn't a problem with this boss, but is a problem with one specific boss later in the game. And I am trying to be aware of that. If I see it, I will call it out. The good news is that the boss that it happens with isn't that hard. Time to get over here. I just felt my switch lag. He's gonna do a bigger... No, he's not. I guess it's only a back. There. Doing good. There we go. And, oh, we're gonna do it. Hell yeah! Requiem Aeternum. Hell yeah! It's a good feeling. That's a good feeling. Ready for this? Y'all ready for this?
En nombre del suplicio mayor y de los hijos del milagro, al humillaros ante mi santo cuerpo, se os ha concedido la presencia de mi rostro dorado, custodio de uno de los 3 dolores del alma en penitencia. Nuestro milagro me ha elegido de entre todos los piadosos, así como a vos para caminar sobre este sagrado mar. Que el oro de mi rostro derrita y borre la atrición de vuestra alma. Corazón de la culpa, regresad ahora del sueño.
Holy wound of attrition. Nice. Yeah, I put the dub in Spanish because they added a Spanish dub on by popular demand. Popular demand. Everybody said, "Hey man, this needs a Spanish
Habéis
dub."
realizado la primera humillación de penitencia. Habéis conocido la faz de la atrición. Os quedan 2 santos rostros a los que postraros.
It's like this. Oh yeah, let's look at this boy. Mark left by the golden visage that reveals the cleanliness of attrition in the soul of the penitent one. Santo Credo, verse 1. His Holiness, because of his high penance, must endure suffering in his soul in 3 ways. Each of the ways is a motive, and each motive is a sore. Hence, these 3 sores are the key to his eternal pain and must be guarded. No, it's just for fun, because it's very much like everybody's like, hey, this is the most Spanish Catholic thing I've ever seen in my life. And as such, where everybody was like, yeah, you should like add some more of these. You should put some more of this stuff in here. Make more of it. Make it more like this. Yeah, it's just the huge Catholic influences. The real question is, I know that there's like a fast travel system, but I don't remember what it was, or whether I could even have access to it yet. Scaphoid of Fierce the Leper. Rejected by his family, his village inflicted by other lepers. Fierce only found solace in the echo that his voice returned to him when he took refuge in the tunnels of the desiccated cistern. Pretty cool, Pyramid Head guy got his own game. First of all, his name is Pyramid Head. You don't have to say guy. His full name is Pyramid Head. First name Pyramid, last name Head. We're just not even gonna comment on that one. Toy just walking in, seeing baby collectibles, and he didn't even say anything. Oh shit, I forgot he explodes. Alright, I think I've got a thing for this, right? Yeah. No poison damage from you, thanks. I fear no man, and I fear no poison damage. Cool. Pyramid Head collecting babies. That's on his brand. Yo, honestly, like this doesn't make any sense until you see the dude who's like, "Hey, can you collect these babies?" And then you're like, "Oh, okay. Now I see." Once you see collect baby guy, then makes sense. More Catholicism, I guess. You can never have too much Catholicism, I say, as someone who knows that that is very untrue. I think I want to go this way first. Oh, this hurts. Oh, it hurts. Humorous of McMittens, the nurse. By the way, these names, so this stuff was all names for the people back to Kickstarter. There was a thing where it's like, you can put a name of yourself. So Brandon's a person, Barrack's a person, Sicker is a person. Fierce McMittens is definitely a person. A nurse and cat lover. McMittens saved countless lives, humans and others. Unable to bear saving those who show no respect for life, he put an end to his own. Well, that's nice. Yeah, so like, you were canonically killed in game. You, sir, are canonically dead. Yeah. Yeah, I think I want to go this way. I know there's a shortcut around here somewhere that gets me back to the main area, which is what I want. It's what I crave. That guy he can't create any of those tiny slime bell guys, which he loves doing. What? Wait a minute. Before I go there, yes, of course. You're new.
Son dos rostros los que os saludan, penitente. Mi nombre es Nacimiento. Observad mi pecho en el que ha crecido un rostro anciano que envejece más y más. que no habla, que no piensa, mientras que el mío se hace joven hasta verme ahora como un niño.
Certainly a problem.
¿Cuán terrible condena es esta? Que no entiendo su propósito por más que reflexione sobre los pecados que he podido cometer para merecerla.
That's certainly a
Incluso en el que ha
problem.
sido castigado está presente la gracia del milagro. Quizás auxiliándoos pueda rebajar la magnitud de esta pena. Traedme el azogue, el que es capaz de brotar bajo nuestros pies en cualquier lugar por capricho del doloroso, y lo mezclaré con la bilis de vuestros matraces. Agraciado corazón sea.
Oh.
Con esta plata yo...
Oh, but it takes one away. That's probably really bad. Okay, I still have the empty one. Okay. Well, we're gonna do that only that one time, and then we're never gonna do it again. Cause fuck. Fuck, man. Fucking hurts. Yeah, here. Right. So instead of doing that, we're gonna run back this way. Because before I leave off, what I want to do is I want to open up that door that I saw. Because I have the key to the door now. Oh, by the way, we can put all the parts in here, and we get a special thing. If we find all the Kickstarters, starter people, then we get a little something special. Just like a color. It's just a color, but, you know. Color's better than nothing. Also, let's take this back off. Let's put this back on. Yeah, not sure how I feel about having that one bile flask. So we want to go to one of these. I think we want to go to this one. Nope, not this one. Ooh. I like that these guys are just walking at you with a knife. Not the best fighters in the world, they are. Yeah. Not here. The other one, right? Just past this. No. Where was that door then? It's a door somewhere. Oh, you know what? It's even further back. Even further back. Alright. Almost there. Just in here, I think. Yeah. Tears of Atonement. Quite a bit more tears. I think there was something else there originally, but I have it already because this is New Game Plus, so... yeah. Dope. Hmm. 17% map completion, too. Okay. That's actually really good. They added a map completion percentage, too, which is nice. But, anyways, I think we're gonna end this off here, having one defeated 2 bosses already. I will see y'all on Sunday. You can check my schedule. I start my job tomorrow, and then we're gonna talk about scheduling then. So if that changes, I'll just update the schedule on here. Anyways, bye.